to Auto Club Speedway out in California. Palm trees lining the track. We're underway for qualifying. Drivers have 5 minutes to set their quickest lap time, 2 laps to get it done. See the 13 on track. That is Seth Ford out on his warm-up lap. Figure we'd start with him for qualifying since In the Draft sponsors his car and the ARCA series. Seth drops it down low to start his lap down into turns 1 and 2. Running about half a lane off the white line at his lowest point. Swings it back out wide to come off turn number 2 and down the backstretch. Big camera shake there. Seth heads through 3 and 4. See how far out wide he gets. About a lane and a half off the wall. And he'll drop it back down to the bottom. Shortest way through the tri-oval. That'll put Seth 7th out of the 8 cars that have put a time up so far. So we'll jump up, see who's at the top of the charts. We got Alex Relling in the 42. He's got his Ford Mustang fastest so far on his first lap of qualifying. See if he can keep his Mustang there through the second lap. Part of the Ford bike team. Teammate to last season's champion Blake Roebuck. Relling across the line to complete lap number 2. Painters jumped over him briefly. We'll see if Relling can reclaim it. Goes up to second, so the second lap was faster, but did not knock Painter off the top. So Painter in the 97, can't show him because he's already jumped off track, but the 97 has gone to the top of the charts. Roebuck currently sits in 3rd. He's on his second lap. Richter is 4th. See if these two can jump up and make their laps a little stronger. We'll ride with Roebuck here. He comes to complete lap number 2. Roebuck quicker and jumps up to the top spot. Defending champ. On pole with 1:40 left to go here in qualifying. Most drivers have completed their second lap. Griffin Jones, he was in the top 10 in practice. He's on his second lap. See if he can improve and move up into the top 10. Yeah, 40 cars registered, so all 40 should make the race. Plenty of pit stalls at Auto Club. Second lap slower for Griffin Jones, so they will remain 12th. Have anybody else out on their qualifying run? J.R. Deal, he's sitting on pit roads. His second lap's not going to get it done. Schaefer's come to a stop in the 6th, so he is not going to get it done. I don't think there's enough time to make it around and back for their qualifying run, so Schaefer will not be posting a time. We can show you Trenton Steed rolling down pit road in the Steed Gaming Farm Pontiac. It's a beautiful sight to behold, a Pontiac out on track. Steed rolling the Chance 2 Motorsports 81 down to his pit stall. Why are we showing you this? That's the only car out on track. And even he's disappeared for the final 15 seconds. So we got nothing to show you except Jay Schaefer sitting somewhere. It says he's on track, but it won't show. I think he's all the way at the other end. There he is. I'll show you this for the final few seconds. And that's going to do it officially for qualifying. Blake Roebuck, defending series champion, on pole for our 65 lap race from Auto Club Speedway. Jump out and watch the cars form up. Should have a good shot to roll through for our starting lineups here. There we go. I'll show you Relling until Roebuck, his teammate, gets on track. I don't know what Neo's yelling about. I don't see him in the field, though. Neo might be a little late to the race tonight. Alright, starting lineup from Auto Club Speedway for our 65-lap race here tonight in the Draft ARCA series. It is a podcast that'll be coming soon to your favorite podcast spots. We got Blake Roebuck starting on pole in at 30. Jack Painter starts second in the 97. Alex Relling, his factory canopies Ford Performance Mustang, rolls off in a third spot.
Good luck, everybody.
Treon Technologies, Sneed, Tombstone Gaming Farm, Pontiac, almost said Chevrolet for Trent Sneed, rolls off fourth. Jay Richter in the Red Bull Chevy starts fifth. Grant Thompson, GTR Chevrolet, rolls off sixth. Zach Margerson, Stack Up USA Firearm Mustang, rolls off seventh. Mike Edwards, Fort Worth Screen Esports Ford Fusion, rolls off in the eighth spot. Bill Rivard, the unsponsored 10, rolls off in ninth. Ethan Evers, the Gamer Advantage Fort Worth Screen Printing Toyota, rolls off 10th. Dominic Lee, the Ignite Brewing Company Chevy, rolls off 11th. Griffin Jones, the Lucas Ford, starts 12th. Dustin Eaton, the Orangutan Race Team Chevrolet, starts in 13th. Andrew Hayes, Carhartt Chevy, 14th. Mark Kincaid, Natural Light Chevrolet, starts 15th. Ian Montrose, Monster Ford, starts 16th. Cody Cleaver's Mopar Dodge starts in 17th. Corey Lavallo, the Weed Man Lawnscaping, that's funny, starts in the 18th spot. Jonathan Ledger in the white Mopar Dodge starts in 19th. Kelly Hyatt, the Mobile 1 Toyota, starts in 20th. Jeremy Clapper Newell, the Martin Sports Toyota, starts 21st. Kyle Foster Moore in the Remington Chevy starts 22nd. Seth Fordham in the Draft Chevrolet starts 23rd. Adam Thompson in the Old Bay 62 starts 24th. Chris Allkire's Navy Dodge starts 25th. Kyle Dean, the Perrier Chevy, starts 25th. Jason Palmer in the 25 Border Patrol Chevrolet starts 27th. Tyler Lanin, the 64 Camry, starts in 28th. Afton Sloan, the Tide Ford, starts 29th. Ryan Brennan, 30th in the Draft Chevy. Danielle Wallen, the Labor 12 Pontiac, 31st as we get underway. Field goes green before we are through it, and we have an issue already. It looks like cars checking up everywhere. We are under caution right away. Trying to figure out what happened and who got backed up in that.
Y'all okay?
I don't see any obvious answers.
For literal laugh.
I'm looking at 39. EJ Johnson on pit road. Heard him say wrecking for literal last. We'll go back and see what may have happened. I saw some smoke there as they approached the start finish. Hard to tell who that may have been. Not the best camera angles here. If we could find that, I would show it to you, but man.
I'm going to have to pit in using my quick repair. Got way too much damage right off the bat.
I don't know who that was. It's nice and quiet up front. Does this no good?
So I'm tracked a lap down, but I need to repair damage. Like, what's going to be the deal with that?
That's never good.
How did you get trapped?
They didn't
Caution
cross the
came out
start
before I
finish
got to
line.
the start finish line. They wrecked that early.
Correct.
Okay, just go on the go around the pace car. Adam, go around the pace car. EJ, go around the pace car. All clear.
Yeah, I also got a black flag for passing the pace car as well.
There are the 57's involved. We can't see how it happens. Some drawing issues with the iRacing.
Just a question, can I go around the pace car? The same thing happened to me, but
There goes the 57, blinks in and out. And then we just see smoke. Oh, they're wrecking in mid-pack. Looks like that
Only
black
if I
and
go
red
right
machine
first.
didn't get going very well on the start.
Whoa!
After review, the 23 and 83 just came together. It looked like it was just a mutual coming together. Just a racing incident. No penalty.
The 23, Daniel
Can I
Wallen.
also pass the pace car? It says I'm a lap down as well.
Can I get a black clear to enter the pits?
if you're in front of the leader, they're going to wave you around. If you're a car that's on the tail end, they're going to wave you around with one to go. iRacing is.
Thanks, boss. I don't know if anybody can hear me, but I cannot hear driver chat. Sorry.
Clapper, it doesn't always do that. It's iRacing, remember?
True.
So Savadon in the 57 McDonald's
Case in point,
Toyota
street stocks last night.
got damaged before the race even really got underway. He had to come fix that damage. Now he's trapped a lap down because of the way iRacing works. He was scored behind the pace car, then had to come fix damage. So he's kind of screwed over. Big field at Auto Club. Hey, Corey. Big
I need a
field.
black clear again. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Jack Painter and Blake Roebuck shown as your race leaders. 97 out front of the 30.
Are we waving flags for entering a closed pit?
No, it gave me a black flag for passing the pace car.
Because we had the caution before everybody passed the start-finish, it messes it up all the time.
Yep. Anytime you have caution before you actually get to the start-finish line, all kinds of hell breaks loose. All kinds of hell. So a little smaller car field this week since we're not at Daytona. Daytona always brings out the strong car counts. So less than 40. Everyone made the race. Nobody had to qualify in. 97 Jack Painter gets us restarted. We are back underway from Auto Club. 61. Yes, smaller field. Only 38, 40. Yeah. The Daytona had 47 cars show up. We only had 40 tonight. So a smaller car field. Painter gets out and into the lead. Roebuck tucks in second. Someone's way down on the bottom there, along with Clapper Newell. That looks like the 42. 42 of Alex Relling drifting back. See how he ends up down there. Gets on the apron, gets a little loose. See his hands working that steering wheel. Hell of a job to save that car. Lost about 10 spots on the exchange though. Now he's back about 15. Battle for the lead. Roebuck outside of Painter, trying to use that high line. Painter wrapping the bottom. Roebuck's going to try to use that momentum off the high side of 2, see if he can push past Jack Painter down the backstretch. Roebuck going to take that lead. Painter's going to try to fight back. Side by side heading to the start finish, but Roebuck's going to lead the lap. Trent Sneed up to the 3rd spot. Jay Richter 3 wide for the 4th spot. Richter Edwards and the 2, that is Grant Thompson. A couple of Thompsons in the field tonight. Grant and Adam Thompson. Mike Edwards up to 4th. Grant Thompson 5th. Jay Richter 6th. And you see Margison working his way in along with Rivard Evers. This group from Sneed to Evers is 3rd through 9th all piled up together. Roebuck has the race lead. Got a little bit of breathing room over Jack Painter now. Painter, nice gap back to Trenton. And Trenton in an all-out war with Edwards, the 2 of Thompson. 55 Margison, 10 of Rivard, 82 of Richter. Edwards trying to use that top side, get his Ford Fusion past Trenton Sneed's Grand Prix. Edwards going to make it work. Now Grant Thompson in the 2. Trying to use that high line momentum. See Margerson trying to keep his nose up there, keep the 81 pinned down low. Trenton Sneed sliding back in his Pontiac. See, he's trapped on the bottom. High line freight train in by. See that red and black Mustang come into view. That's Alex Relling trying to make his way back towards the front. He fell back to 16th on his slide, and he's already back up to 12th. A lot of speed in that 42. We'll go 3 wide here, I think. Bill Rivard thinks better of it, tucks in behind Margerson. Ethan Evers trying to get by Trenton. Trenton now moved up to the top side, saw enough people pass him up there. Said he's had enough, he's moving up. Behind Evers, you see the 98, Dominic Lee, and the 10 of Alex Relling. Those 2 teammates over at Forward Bite. Lee's going to go underneath the 26. The 42 is going to try and look to the top side. Got a blinker there. You like that 53? It's nice. A big Lucas on the hood. He pronounces it Dominic. Contractually, I have to tell you, this 14 car on the screen.
What'd you say? I didn't hear you, bud.
It looks like it says Michael Edwards, but he told us in pronunciations it says, how the F can you mess it up? So, the driver of the 14, how the F can you mess it up? In 4th spot, Bill Rivard in 5th. Zach Margerson 6th. Trenton Sneed is 7th. Ethan Evers in the 8th spot. Dominic Lee 9th, and Alex Relling. Relling trying to get by his teammate Lee, then looks to the inside of Ethan Evers trying to get a 2-for-1 coming out of turn 2.
Too early for that.
Dustin Eaton chirping at the 98 for sliding up in front of him, saying it was a little too early for that kind of maneuver, but they're 3 wide. Dustin Eaton, Cody Cleaver, and the 54. That's Mark Kincaid. Battle for 11th. All side by side, wadded up there. Out front, Roebuck stretched the lead to about 6/10 over Jack Painter. And Grant Thompson and Bill Rivard. Rivard under attack from Margerson and Edwards. That's the battle for the 4th spot. So they catch the 2. The 2 struggled through turns 1 and 2
Bill?
that time. They had to check up. That's allowing a lot of people to get to his inside. See, Rivard checked up big time. Margerson had to check up, and that's allowing.
I got it super tight on the top and checked up the
Evers
whole
really.
outside line,
Here, Thompson there saying he had to check up.
including Bill.
There you go. That's
I
what
almost failed
unfolded
on
there,
the
but Mike
brakes
Edwards took advantage. He's up now to the 3rd spot. Thompson
53
struggling to hold on to
blinking a bit.
4th as he has the 81 to his inside. Trenton Sneed not focusing up front because they are gone. Look at this battle as they come down the backstretch. And Bill Rivard, the 2 of Thompson, and the 81. Trenton Sneed, 3 wide there for a moment. Now Alex Relling trying to shoot the gap in the 42. That's a quickly closing hole, though. He thinks better of it. So Rivard jumps up to the 4 spot. Oh, he gets turned by the 2 of Thompson, and the wreck is on. Ethan Evers in a 26 collected. Margerson pushing the 2 around the 2. Sliding around. Not much damage for the 2.
I mean, I was there. Or I was getting there. I mean, you left me a gap and I took it.
You literally hit my back bumper. Come on, boy, get over here.
You came up into me. I was going to your outside and you came up into me.
Kinky.
We got beef!
What about beef? But we definitely got disagreement.
It
There it is. The 2 and the 10 coming together off the corner.
Shows how you were racing last night, too.
I didn't do anything last night, dude. I mean, I don't know what your problem is with our team, but you need to chill out.
Our team.
Yeah, you're a bad boy.
I don't even know what team he's on.
82, I think. Can you get ahead of me, bud?
Let's go on board the fire chase here and let you guys decide for yourselves.
I'm waiting on the 98.
He
Alex,
just
how bad's my front end, if you don't mind?
let you guys
Gotcha.
watch it in slow-mo. You
Yeah.
decide, chat.
Come a little closer.
Coming off turn number 4.
Can we catch the field?
Far in the 10,
Your
sliding out
front
to the
end looks
wall.
good 55 from what I see.
2 of Thompson tucked
Thank
in
you.
behind. 2 car never does get clear of the 10 from that angle. The 2 is just right behind the 10. Drove into the back of him. See Ethan Evers gets collected. Dustin Eaton shooting the gap.
83, how bad is my damage?
Tyler Lanin avoided the first bit. Is he going to avoid the second group?
A little bit of door damage, but that's about it, I see.
Good job, Tyler Lanin, getting through there. It's right on board with the 64. If we can track him down.
Should be okay. Should be a couple seconds, and that's it.
Oh my gosh, stop moving. Stop. He's dropping down.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Let's jump this back a little bit. That's on the backstretch. That's pretty far back. Let's get in the cockpit and watch this unfold in real time. Coming through turns 3 and 4. Accident's going to be at the front of that big wad.
Look at that black there that says I entered a closed pit.
Lanin can't really see much. He sees a little bit of smoke. Track starting to block. Barely misses the black car there. Oh my gosh. And then the 2 getting clipped by the 55 actually saves the 2 from going up into the 64.
I literally entered when everyone else did.
Tyler
so I
Lanin.
don't know how that was.
Goodness gracious.
Are you a lap down?
Yep.
That's why.
That's why.
That'd be why. When you're a lap down, it makes you wait a lap before you can go in. Cool. Good to know. Didn't really say that on my thing, but about that.
After review, watching it several times, the 2 did come down into the 10, causing the wreck. The 2 will be given EOL.
There you go. 2 car going to the back. Grant Thompson picking up the penalty for causing that accident.
Well, I didn't do nothing.
Diwadi. Wouldn't that be great?
Can everybody pass me, please?
La da da da. Jonathan, did you take tires there?
So the 2 heading to the back.
We can hear you.
Everybody.
You're up top, my main man, Daniel.
Daniel, 23, you're supposed to be outside.
Good old yellow flags. The 2 4 cars is really throwing me off. I'm just like, what's happening? But the Monster 4 is actually the 1. We'll have to get Ian squared away with a car that actually says number 1 on it. The blue Mopar 4 is supposed to be number 4. Teammates, Alex Relling, Blake Roebuck, going to lead us to the green flag as we are lights out on our pace car. Second row will be Dominic Lee and Cody Cleaver. Top 3, all forward bike cars stayed out here. Roebuck, Relling, and Lee. Cleaver and Montrose took fuel only in the 4 and the 1. And then 6th on back got tires. That's Painter, Edward, Sneed, Richter, and Ledger in the top 10. Actually, Ledger only got fuel. So Ledger fuel only in 10th spot in the 28. Green flag back underway. 17 of 65 laps in this Auto Club Speedway race for the In the Draft ARCA Series. Blake Roebuck leads us down to turn number 1. His 2 teammates, Lee and Relling, tucked in behind. Here comes Painter with the fresh tires in the 97. He's on the charge. The Painter past Cleaver already. Now looks to the inside of Lee in the 98. 97 and 98 doing battle here. So weird to see a 97 that isn't Lucas Hoytman. Multi-time champion in the Draft ARCA Series, Lucas Hoytman not contending this season. The 97 Different team, different driver. Painter up to the third spot. Here comes Edwards on the fresh tires, working his way up. So Painter and Edwards. It's a 97-14 with the freshest tires. They're banking this thing goes green for a while. Painter now all over the back of Relling. Relling gonna hold down the bottom, send Painter to the top. Painter gonna roll to the outside of that 42, force him to lift coming off the corner so they don't crash. Painter will take the second spot away and start working on that leader of Blake Roebuck. Roebuck with a very fast car, but no match on his older tires for the 97 of Painter. See, Mike Edwards has made his way up to the third
I
spot.
got ran up the track.
And Jack Painter takes the race lead away from the 30 of Blake Roebuck. Now he'll try to take off before Edwards can track him down in the 14. Trent Sneed, 81 Pontiac, making his way to the front. Got those 4 Mr. Feelgoods on there. General Tire. Fresh rubber there. He gets to the inside of Lee. See the 64 Tyler Lanin. Also on the 4 Freshies. Unsponsored Toyota there. Squeezes in between Lee and Sneed so he can get the arc down into the corner. Edwards trying to track down Roebuck. It's the battle for second. Strong run off turn number 2. Turns it to the left. Should be able to power by
Thank you, Jimmy.
once he gets down into turn 3. Working lap 22 of 65. As D. Waddy Bama says, the math checks out. That's 10% of the way. So Edwards up into second. We'll keep an eye on the gaps. 3/10 between Painter and Edwards right now. Trent Sneed up to the 4th spot. He's closing in on the 30 of
I got
Roebuck.
tied that, Dustin. Sorry about that.
Have to imagine the forward bite team was expecting a little more caution here. Sneed has to check up as the 30 holds the bottom. That's going to leave him vulnerable to the 64 of Lanin. Lanin going to try to jump by Sneed and the 30 of Roebuck. The 42 of Alex Reeling falling back as well. I was told today you pronounce it Reeling. There goes the 30 of Roebuck up the track. Trent Sneed trying to poke it through the middle.
Sorry, Bill. They were wrecking real bad.
Got it in there. Wrecking real bad, but we stay green. That's curious. That was the voice of Dalton Hayes. He's running down into 26th spot. So we continue to watch this battle between Sneed and Lanin for the 3rd spot.
I'm surprised.
Sneed gets it back, so Sneed up to 3rd, Lanin 4th. Roebuck falls back to the 5th spot. Jay Richter rides 6th. Dominic Lee is 7th. Oh, and now they are wrecking. That was Dustin Eaton into 3. The 3 of
Wrecking
Eaton
on the front.
down into the grass.
He was coming down from the top, man. I had nowhere to go.
I'm not sure why the caution came out. He was off the track and safe, but I guess the caution may have been thrown by race control. Let's go back to see what happens with the 3, and it sounds like the 23. Looks like one was coming up, one was going down. We'll go back and look at
Telling me
far
to pass
chase here.
cars that, you know, in the caution. Should I do it or stay in the back?
Far chase, please.
Waiting on the 3.
Huh? These drivers ask some crazy things sometimes. So Llewellyn's sliding up to the outside line, taking the normal racing line. The 3 not going out there. Llewellyn looks like he comes up and tags the 3.
Pace car is on the back.
Right. It looked like he
So
thought the 3 was
who's
going to be a
up?
little further out, but the 23 gets up into him. And 3 just decided not to go all the way out to the wall. And Daniel comes up into the 3. One more time. Blue, orange, and black 3. About 2 lanes off the wall. He's looking to the inside of the 4 car. And 23 tags him in the left rear coming up because 23 thought he would go out to the wall and he did not. Hard to know when someone's not going to go out to the wall like that. Tough break.
23, please catch up.
So now I would imagine those cars that hadn't pitted yet are
Go
going to.
75, not bad.
There is Roebuck on pit road.
After review, there
Dominic
was
Lee.
a car in the wall, and so the 3 car didn't track out like the 23 was expecting. 23 got into the back of the 3. 23 will be given EOL.
So there it is, Daniel Llewellyn to the back. Waddy. So Painter, Edwards haven't taken the tires the last stop. Stay out here. Roebuck going to be 17th on the restart here. Roebuck gets his 4 tires. First set used up here as they approach halfway. Could bode well for him if have an extra set late in the race. And people that aren't in the admin chat have no idea what you guys are going on about. Looks like Roebuck will actually be in the 18th spot on the restart here. Cleaver will be 19th. Dominic Lee, Ian Montrose, they all came down for tires here. Margison only in 6 seconds in his pit, so I guess he was fuel only. Dalton Hayes took 4 tires here. Don't have any pit stop information on his 18 of Trey Gaboy. Don't see any for JR Deal either. I can't tell you what they're up to, but the brand new tires will be coming from way back. Let's put it that way. 18th. Lights are out on our pace car. We're going to take a look real quick at the pit stop lap. It's like Alkire came down this pit strategy, so everybody ahead of Alkire. The top 16 pitted last stop, staying out this time by. Oldest tires from that set. Looks like Seth Ford hasn't put on a set yet. He was only 8.8 seconds into 13. He's down in 11th right now. It could be a tough go for him. Alkire, a 6-second stop, so that was this time through. Alkire, maybe gas only this time. Trying to keep up with everyone's pitch strategy to keep it interesting. Always a mixed bag when you go to places like Auto Club, Michigan. So Painter and Edwards will be our front row. So we work our way down the backstretch. Trenton Sneed, Tyler Lane in row 2. Richter and Kincaid, row 3. Then you have Griffin Jones, Adam Thompson, row 4. I know Lucas is a big fan of that car. You have Dean and Palmer, row 5. Then you have the in the draft Chevy of Seth Ford, 11th. Dylan Dreiling, learned how to say that today. He's in the 12th spot. Kyle Foster Moore, 13th. Andrew Hayes, 14th. And Corey Lavallo rounds out your top 15. We get set for the restart. Pace car makes that hard left turn down the pit road, and here we go. Fielding control of the 97 of Painter. We are back underway at the Auto Club Speedway. Coming to start lap 29.
Check up.
There's some checkups going through the field. That's Dustin Eaton towards the back of the pack. He's 27th. Painter gets away clean. Mike Edwards holds down P2. Trenton Sneed side by side with Tyler Lehnan once again. Those two battling for the 3rd spot this time. Lehnan gets it clean. Trenton falls back to the 4th spot. Now Lehnan Trying to close in on the 14. Edwards has designs of going for the race lead. Trying to get his Ford Fusion to the outside of Painter. Not able to get there. Now he has to worry about holding off Lanen. So Lanen gets a strong run as we have a caution. I see nothing. Says Daniel Walla may have crashed, but I don't see anything. There's Cody Cleaver vanishing. Don't see anything there either.
13 work good, buddy.
There's the 4 way off track.
Thank you.
That's all we get to see. So no idea.
Going into 3.
No idea what happened there.
You gotta get by me then.
We'll have to wait for race control, see if they track it down. That's the Danica line,
Thank
way
you.
off track. Red Cell saying, let's go Trenton Sneed.
Yeah, right there, 18.
Trenton up in the 4th spot right now. There's Mr. Trenton. I like how Trenton has Treyon as a sponsor. Pretty great. So we saw the 4 up towards the front of the pack. Looks like he was involved in this incident.
All I saw was the 4 car off track. Was there another incident I missed?
Cleaver going to bring it down pit road.
Check the 28 car.
28 Ledger. See if we can see anything happening to Neo. He'll probably disappear a few times.
A guy hitting out the wire.
Just saw him turn left to the back of the field. Oh, big checkup for the restart. Then he's going to disappear. We don't know anything after that. Looks like he missed his pit box. Now he's got it. So Cody Cleaver, that had been running towards the front, finds himself involved in that situation, got off track. Now he's down in the 29th position in the 4 car. Even on the bottom every restart. That's where I like to be on this track, on the restart. And then to the top almost immediately. But through 1 and 2, I'd rather be on the bottom. Jack Painter, Mike Edwards, Tyler Lane and Trenton Sneed, Jay Ricker, Mark Kincaid, Adam Thompson, Griffin Jones, Kyle Dean, and Dylan Dreiling. Top 10. And you see Seth Fordham in the 13. While we're thinking about the end of the draft, fellas, like to wish our race sponsor some get well soons. Got word from Matthew that he is having some COVID symptoms, so thoughts are with him. Hopefully he gets a speedy recovery. Miss him out here racing with us, but we got the other half with the 13 of Seth. Trenton's mom saying, come on, Trenton. It's up in the 4 spot right now, doing well, Mr. Cheesecake. Let's look back at our top 20. You got Palmer in 11th, Fordham 12th, Rivard 13th, Hayes 14th, Roebuck 15th. Starting to work his way back up from the pit stop. Alkire 16th, Dominic Lee 17th, Corey Lavallo 18th,
28,
Dalton Hayes 19th,
stood up in front of the
Hayden
48,
Mull
middle of the
20th.
corner, causing the collision. The 28 was given yellow.
So there you go. That was the incident we weren't able to see. 28 car. Field working their way out of turn number 4. Getting set for another in the draft ARCA Series restart from Auto Club Speedway. Right at halfway. And here we go. 97, Jack Painter. Matt's the accelerator. Edwards a little bit asleep at the wheel. So he's got Trenton Sneed pushing him down the front stretch. It's allowing Tyler Lane in.
You're fucking cool, buddy.
The hell was that? You don't talk like that here. All kinds of action further back.
Excuse my language.
Not quite 50 bucks.
And dry lane Blake Roebuck up to 11th now. He's passed 3 cars on the restart. It's Dominic Lee. Heard Trenton say nice save 64 as Tyler Lane in front of him. Get a nice wide pack view as they come down to turn number 1. Fan out through the corner. See all the different lines cars choose to run. No one right or wrong answer at Auto Club. Here's some cars brushing the walls, exit 2. Stay green though. Edwards once again trying to get the race lead away from Painter. Sneaks to his outside. Trying to get his Ford Fusion alongside. Not quite able to get there. Edwards going to follow him down the front stretch. See if he can do anything with him as he get down to 1 and 2. He's going to roll it in deep on the top side. And he has to go the long way around, and Painter's going to slide up in front of him before he can use that momentum. Oh, the 13 hard into the outside wall. Seth Ford him.
That's my fault. Jimmy the EOL. He just came in front of me and stopped.
Rough ride there for the series sponsor. Let's take a look once again.
Alex, that was a brown pants moment just there.
Hayden Lowell behind the 13. Gets into the back of
I
him.
know.
Turns him up and into the outside wall.
I never even took my
Collects the
foot off
25
gas.
of Homer, the 26 of Evers, 43 of
Dude,
Allkire.
I saw Bamio come back across the racetrack. I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna get hit.
Allkire makes it through there. JR Deal gets a
I'm done.
piece.
I can't drive this shit box.
And 21, that's Clapper Newell heading
Sorry,
to the
Alex,
inside.
I had absolutely nowhere to go, dude.
4 of Cleaver gets up and into the outside wall.
The car's on the back. I'll give you some space.
Seems like
No,
most of the
you're
cars
good,
down
dude.
low
It
able
was
to make
just
it by.
Scary.
There's a torn up 25 cars. He shot down to the inside.
Don't worry, JR, I'll give you some space.
So that one started kind of towards the front, back into the top 10. Then a lot of folks kind of ARCA breaking in there. It's quite
Hey, Alex,
dramatic.
can you check my damage for me, buddy?
Painter holds onto the lead. Edwards second, Laner third. Lane in
on the
third.
nose.
Sneed fourth. Thompson
No,
fifth.
it's on my,
Kincaid sixth.
tail
Richter,
end.
Jones, Roebuck, and Dean top 10. Rivard 11th. Dryling 12th. Lee 13th.
You're pretty clean.
Dalton Hayes 14th. Hayden Lowell 15th.
10-4 driver, thanks.
Ethan Evers saw him get a piece of that wreck. He's going to
Yep.
come down pit road, check his damage.
Damn,
Looks
JR,
like a
you
busy
missing
pit
the front
road.
end?
Very busy pit
I'm
road.
missing a lot.
Yeah, it looks like that was hell of shit.
Trying to find out who's on pit road. There's Richter coming down. It's like the 13's in and out for a fast repair.
I need a black flag cleared because it said I passed on caution.
Daniel
Black car,
Llewellyn.
I mean,
And passing under the
Good
caution, name a more iconic duo. 13 may have gone a lap down. Yeah, it's rough for the 13. Seth Fordham, he's now shown 1 lap down.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'll 110% just called somebody getting black flags, but I couldn't catch up.
So now Eaton is 10th, Margerson
After
11th,
review,
Relling
I
12th.
agree with the driver's original call that 13 just didn't come off the corner as fast as 67 anticipated. 67 didn't go back over 13, causing the wreck. 67 was getting EOL.
So that Napa Ford's going to go to the back. That's Hayden Lowell. Does he remember Best Buy being in the sport? That reminds me of the Best Buy scheme with that dark blue, light blue, and yellow design to it. I think Elliott Sadler ran it a bit. AJ Allmendinger. Blame the 13 for being slow. I mean, you can be slow. That's allowed. So you see the field working their way past the 67 is Hayden. takes his lumps and heads to the back. You can catch Hayden in the super late models. He is the manager of that series on Thursday. Happens right before the truck series. So if you like the short track racing and the super late model cars, come on out and give them a shot. I know that series is still looking for drivers. Plenty of room over there. Lights are out on our iRacing pace car.
Where's the 67 car?
Let's take a look at our lap pit stop. Oh, we're still in that actually. Jack Painter and the top 5 staying out since the last yellow. It's like Blake Roebuck through Margison.
No, the cone!
Came down like 5 laps ago, then Relling. Thompson's got the freshest set of rubber in 14th. Thompson on back came to this pit stop. A lot of different strategies out there. You know, Painter and Edwards will have to pit relatively soon. They're probably waiting maybe 5 more laps, 5 to 8. Try to get in that last 20 before they use their next set of tires.
It won't go away.
It's your friend now. You have to take him to the finish.
It's showing gone on my screen.
The cone magic. Here we go for the restart. Painter in the 97 going to lead us to green.
I ran over the pit exit cone. It's going to give me a black flag. Do I need to serve that?
If you ran over pit exit cone, yes you do.
I watched you. I'll clear it.
Maybe you don't. But you should. Edwards under attack from Trenton Sneed and the 54 Kincaid. Edwards uses that momentum on the high line though. Drives it down through the corner and able to hang on to second for now. Blake Roebuck in the 30. Marching his way back to the front. No, he's got a bit fresher rubber. Already up to the 3rd spot. Has fresher rubber than the 2 in front of him. So we should see Roebuck marching to the front.
You have a black. Hayden, you sure you have one?
Trenton
No,
and Kid
it went
K
away
4th and
as soon as
5th.
we took the green, which is weird.
Did anybody else see 53 fly right there?
I'm on old tires. It's still around me.
No, you.
Oh, it's going to get tight. 98 of Leaves sliding up towards Trenton Sneed. Fortunately, Lee jumps out of the gas and stays out of the door of the 81.
I'm still working out the tank.
Now Roebuck trying to take second spot away from Mike Edwards. Gets to the inside, drives it down into turn number 3 on the low side. And take the short way around. Will he slide up in front of Edwards? Edwards trying to keep that momentum and stay to his outside. Just be a little bit of a pest. As the caution flies once again.
I'm sorry, dude.
Don't know who the dude is that they are sorry to. Trying to find who may have been in that one. I don't see nobody.
Cars exiting 2.
Trying to find drivers that aren't caught up. Got Dryling at the back of the pack. Ethan Evers. Things keep happening all the way at the back of the pack, and we aren't able to get a view of it when that happens. $40 card fuel problems, right? But we love to have it.
After review, the 6 car was slow, causing the 75 to enter the corner slower, and the 01 could check up in time, got in the back of the 75. The 01 will be giving an EOL.
There you go. 01 Corey Lavallo picking up the EOL. See if we can track down anything. A whole lot of nothing, it seems. We heard from Race Control, the 01 getting into the back of the 75. (33rd and 35th getting together. Out Flint. This is the caution. that Mike Edwards and company were waiting for that second set of tires. See Edwards is leaving pit road here. Painter's going to be just ahead of him. There he is. So Edwards and Painter, first two off pit road. They'll be 15th and 16th on the restart. And you have Richter in the 82, Kincaid, Hayes, Dalton and
I'll go
Andrew.
47, you were my blind spot. I thought that was just the white car over there.
Here's Sneed, Lanen.
You're fine. It wasn't
Lanen fell back
nothing
quite a
to
bit.
do any damage. I was just messing with you.
Well, it scared me. Did you see how hard I turned back the other way?
There's Thompson,
Yeah, I
14th.
did.
I only laughed a little bit at it.
Thompson came down this time, topped off with fuel. So that's why you see a 42 by his name. He had a short pit stop, just taking fuel there.
Just a little tactful bump on off pit road.
Brennan hasn't been down since lap 16.
Yeah, it's just, hey, how are you?
Kelly Hyatt,
Bill.
33 Mobile Camry, currently in the 11th spot. Afton Sloan, I haven't talked much about him in the Tide car. Up into the top 10. Cody Cleaver trying to rebound. Saw him in the last accident. It's now 9th. Kyle Dean, the Perrier car, is in the 8th spot. I'm being told to pass people. I'm really confused. Ian Montrose in the number 1/number 4. Monster Ford, he's currently in the 6th spot. Bill Rivard rides 5th. Alex Relling 4th. Dustin Eaton in the 3. He is 3rd. Dominic Lee, 98 car 2nd. Blake Roebuck is your race leader. You thought it was the Best Buy scheme? Yeah. Field works their way into turn number 3. Let's take a drink. 23 to go. Gotta stay hydrated. Blake Roebuck, Dominic Lee, teammates on the front row. Weird seeing Dominic Lee in a Chevy, but here we are. Pace car is going to get on out of the way. We're going to get this race back underway. 30 of Roebuck gets us back under the green conditions. Dominic Lee has Alex Relling, my bad, looking to his inside. In a mad scramble from about 10th on back. Since Sloan, but behind him.
Black flag clear.
Instant black flag clears ass. People passing on the wrong side apparently. 48. There's Ryan Brennan, 3 wide. He's the meat in a sandwich as the 47. Dalton Hayes gets spit out of the field. Looks like he's able to hang on to it. Comes back up right in front of AJ Johnson.
Give me a black flag. I don't know why.
It'll tell you why right on the screen.
Just go right through me, 64.
Read the screen, it'll tell you.
Yeah, that's why I said it's my fault. I'm sorry.
Mike Edwards trying to make his way up.
He passed on the left before the start finished.
That will be a black flag you have to serve.
I'm sorry, dude. I didn't see it.
That was crazy.
There's battles going on all over the place. Forward bites 1, 2, 3 right now. Dustin Eaton 4th. Bill Rivard in 5th. Mike Edwards trying to make his way back up with Painter. Edwards ahead of Painter. He was behind him after the pit stop, so Edwards able to use traffic to get by.
Sorry, Adam. That's not personal.
I think Adam Thompson got pushed up the track a little bit by the 14.
There you go, boss.
See Tyler Lane in 64. He's trying to maintain contact with 14 and 67 or 97 as they try to make their way through the field. They've made it up to the 13th spot so far with those fresher tires. 20 to go. Final 20 laps from Auto Club. Painter all over the back of Edwards. Front, Roebuck, Lee, Reeling, Rivard. Uh-oh, there goes Edwards. That was Mike Edwards in the 14, sliding to the inside. 33 of Kelly Hyatt.
Second on the back.
Edwards' motor is blown. So far still green. There is the caution.
Yeah, that was me.
See how this one got kicked off.
My wall, I didn't think I hit you, but apparently I did.
Autumn, thanks so much for the reset. Appreciate you. See Evers in the
that's no biggie,
14, Hyatt in the 33.
Yeah, 47 once again. I'm sorry, I just misjudged the gap there.
It happens.
It's okay.
Like the 62 gets into the back of the 33,
managed to
shoots the
hold on good.
33 down into the 14. Edwards just an innocent bystander
Hey,
there.
You don't hear me?
Thompson gets in a 33. 33 shoots down into Edwards in
Yeah.
the 14. They both come to the inside wall, smack it
No
pretty
worries
hard.
about earlier 01 that somebody checked up in front of me and you probably didn't see him.
Edwards hammering the wall, blows a motor in the 14.
Yeah, I did,
He's
and I
going to have to take a
apologize, though,
tow.
bud.
I didn't realize I had my mic off earlier.
You should probably dump him.
Solves everything.
I'm new here. I want to make friends.
Well, you lost them all now.
Let's get this hydrated. Appreciate you, Mirsky. $18 to go.
I want some friends. I'll be a friend. I want friends. I'll be your friend.
So Edwards had the freshest tires closest to the front of the field, but then gets caught up in an accident between the 62 and 33. Edwards just on the inside, minding his own business, gets taken out.
Hey, JR, do I have any damage on my rear?
Check in for those Seth Fordham fans.
You
He's
were
back
saying
here in
words, but I didn't
34th.
hear 'em.
Just try to find his
Did I have any damage to the back end of my race car?
teammate and
No,
Brennan. Friends? Question mark. What are friends?
Thank you.
Hayden Lowe wants to know who friends are. Brennan in the 28th position. Just tough night for the in the draft
After
crew.
review, the 62 went in the back of the 33, causing him to spin into the 14. The 62 will be in the EOL.
So race control saw what we saw. 62 of Adam Thompson to the back of the 33. Kelly Hyatt sends the 33 down into the 14. McKenna saying Hayden didn't have any. I mean, I think I'm his closest thing he has to a friend, and that's I don't hate him, right? Am I right? But we appreciate Hayden. Agreed. Yikes. 17 to go. Still working under the caution flag here.
Sorry, car.
Up front, it's going to be Roebuck and Lee on the front row. Relling and Rivard, row 2. Gaboy and Dean, row 3. Painter. You know, he was on the same strategy as Edwards. He is now in a 7th spot. A very fresh set of tires compared to the others. Trent Sneed 8th. It's on the same strategy, I believe. Lane in 9th, Richter 10th, Kincaid. So the top, maybe 5 or 6, a little bit older tires. Definitely the top 2. Let's see how they can hang on. We're getting set for the restart field, working their way down the backstretch. I don't know about you guys, but this ARCA series has been a whole lot of fun this year so far. I'll take not being hated. What's that like? Good times. Roebuck and Lee going to lead us to the green flag as we exit turn 4. Pace car's going to get on down out the way. Get out of here. Here we go, coming to start lap 50. According to our timing. The forward bike guys, obviously in the voice chat together, get a great jump on the rest of the field. Just leave Bill Rivard and Kyle Dean for the moment. Rivard trying to reel him back in the 10, gets a hell of a run coming off turn number 2. field behind him, mostly 2x2. Vard has about 6 lap fresher tires than Relling, 10 lap fresher than Lee and Roebuck.
Sorry, Jake.
Hey, all good, man.
Then you have Lanen and Painter 6th and 7th, the freshest rubber of the bunch. See if they can make any headway as we stay green so far. They need those green flag runs to be able to get towards the front, but the aggression level is going to go up with the laps ticking down. Roebuck leads. Lee reeling, 2nd and 3rd. Rivard is 4th. Dean 5th. Love that shot down the backstretch. Lanen and Painter. And you see Trenton Sneed moving up into the 8th spot, getting by Trey Gaboy. There's Hayden Lowell. Inside of Kincaid and Gaboy. Lowell running out of real estate down there, right on the white line, down on the apron even. Swings out wide to get his arc to the corner. Gaboy sends it in the 18, has to lift to stay off the wall. That's going to bottle things up on exit. Here comes the 82 of Richter. Things got very tight there. Lowell able to keep it under control. Didn't get it in anybody. Well done there. See, Rivard still hasn't made much inroads with the fresher tires on the 10. See Kyle Dean in the 69 Perrier machine.
Yeah, he can't hear you, bud.
Keep that.
If you're wondering who they're talking about, the 28 car driver is literally deaf. Actually has kind of like a radar, a visual radar on his screen. That's how he drives with cars around him, because most of us just hear the car near us. Hayden gets a hell of a run coming off turn number 2, but the 18 is right in his way. 18 gets out of shape. Cars scatter every which way, trying to maintain control. Everyone does a great job of not wrecking after the contact there. We stay green. And now we're 3 wide behind this battle. See the 53 of Griffin Jones, Dalton Hayes, Andrew Hayes, Jay Richter, Dylan Dreiling, all piled up in there. Everyone getting stacked up after that contact with the 18. Hayden Lowell gets by. Now the 13, or the 18, excuse me, gets into the 54 of Kincaid, sends him around. That's going to be the yellow. There was no coming back from that as the 18 just stayed underneath the 54.
And sir, that's why you don't slam the brakes on.
Let's go back and watch again. You'll see the 18 gets up underneath the 54, coming off the corner and just doesn't lift. Right there, gets into the back of him, and then stays in the back of him. He might have been able to save it, but he stays in that quarter panel. Turns him on around 54, then up into the 73. Andrew Hayes puts the Carhartt Daisy machine up into the outside wall. Tough break for Kincaid there. Didn't get cut any slack for sure. And you see the bottom, that's Afton Sloan around in the 39.
53, where are you at?
I'm navigating.
Kincaid now has no front end.
Simple.
Hood buckled. Hopefully he has a fast repair.
I sure was hoping week 2 would be better for me.
Ouch! I'm trying to...
See who has their pit repairs. Goodness, this thing's all out of shape. So Roebuck, Lee, and Relling all have theirs. Rivard's used one. Gaboy's used his. Eaton and JR Deal out of the top 20. Here come the forward bike cars with 11 to go. What a bold move this is. I think they would have been better off trying to stay out there.
Give me an EOL because I'm having problems with connection.
Here they come. Roebuck, Lee, Reeling, Trenton Sneed, Ethan Evers, all hitting pit road. I don't know that they're going to get enough green flag runs to make this pay off. This will be an interesting strategy call here.
After review, The 18 got in the back of the 54 mid-corner. The 54 did kind of squeeze in one into the corner. If there's enough of a gap there where the 18 was behind him good enough, the 18 will get a EOL.
Roebuck wins the race off pit road of the forward bike cars. Lee second. Looks like Reeling third. Just going to hand the race lead over to Bill Rivard.
Where's the pace car?
Middle back.
10-4, thank you.
Feels like that Johnny Benson Daytona moment all over again. Leading in an unsponsored 10 car. Tyler Layden, also unsponsored in second. Who needs sponsors? They're both at the front of the field. Just kidding, we need sponsors. Appreciate you, sponsors. Thank you so much for sponsoring us. You help everything go round.
I cracked the top 5 on lap 56 after starting 38.
That is Hayden Lowell bragging in the Napa car. Painter in the 4th spot. Kyle Dean third. Lane in second.
100 yards to go. I mean, that's not really bragging. That's just stating the statistic.
So Roebuck with the pit stop.
No, that's not a lot like bragging.
Looks like he's going to restart in 19th. Forward bike team has 18 cars to pass to make this strategy pay off. So we're going to get the green flag with 8 to go. McKenna saying he wasn't even going to try this race, and here he is bragging about being up in the 5th spot. So quick reset. Rivard Lanin, front row. Dean and Painter, 2nd row. Jones and Lowell, row 3. Dreiling and Richter, row 4. Eaton and Dalton Hayes, row 5 for the restart. Things are going to get interesting. Quick look at the pit laps here. A lot of mixed strategy towards the front, but all relatively close within about 5 laps of each other. And Eaton, pretty fresh rubber back there in 10th. That's the black and teal machine. Well done, Waddy. I get that reference. Pace car is off, and here we go. Coming to get the 8 to go at Auto Club Speedway in the Draft ARCA series. Rivard gets a good jump. Leaves Landon and Dean to battle for second.
Sorry, 39, I was checking up, sorry.
Here's sorries and caution. And this is why I was worried about that strategy for forward bite. 79, I heard a apology for. I don't see a 79. I see a 75. The old Rick Master Remington paint scheme. Kyle Foster more than 75. Is it maybe 39? Who knows? Who knows? Tore up 33 car there. We got no replay.
Can I get blacks cleared?
You always say for what? You don't just say, can I get them cleared? Come on.
Sorry, Dustin, I'd be peeking over at the broadcast on another monitor and not paying attention.
Dalton Hayes in the 47.
Oh, you're alright, man.
In the 9th spot.
Too.
Hi Dalton, hi Dustin.
Me too.
Hi everyone watching that's in the race. Appreciate you guys. Boosting the views. Can we call him William Rivard just for fun? Or Billy?
You can all support Swiss without wrecking, right?
Maybe.
I didn't wreck, I just was way behind the pace car.
I'm sure Swiss would prefer it that way too.
Yeah, you know. Wrecks bring the action. So
Well, where's the fun in that?
makes the content interesting.
Exactly.
See if you can grab Bill Rivard for a quick chat.
If you can't text
Bill.
drive while eating a cheeseburger,
Bill,
God.
DG, got a copy?
NASCAR, you ain't doing it.
Hello?
Hi, how's it going? I heard you call me God.
Real man of
Did I?
genius.
Yeah, you were like, oh God, when I pulled you in.
Oh, yeah. Scary.
Where's the
Well, you're out
waving
front
American
right
flag
now.
with the bald
You
eagle
got
on your
the
shoulder
laps
shooting a
winding
shotgun?
down. The guys that just pitted for tires are mired back
Lucky
in
dog,
traffic. How do you feel about your chances here?
I feel horrible.
Well,
I'll be straight
he
up with
probably
you.
is.
I ain't got enough gas. Ain't gonna work.
Oh, well, that's no good.
Bill, how
Yep.
much laps of fuel you got left?
Yeah, you got Landon asking you about it now.
Well, I'm gonna drive it till it runs out, so that's what
I was about to
matters.
ask that too, like, Bill and
Stand
Al,
forward.
can
I mean, these
y'all-
cautions have
y'all
to
make
help,
it?
right? How short are you?
Oh, I mean, that would be
Okay.
telling, wouldn't it?
It would be, but I
I got
mean,
4 gallons.
you're telling me straight up you're short, so what's the difference?
Well, I
Those
mean,
are amateur numbers.
I can't let them know when I'm gonna run out. It might cause an accident, might help me. You never know.
All right, bud. Good luck to you, and here's to the fuel gods. Hope you can stretch it
After
out.
review,
Thanks, brother.
Check up on the inside line, and finally the
Bill Rivard
43
leading
and
into
39
10.
back together. Feels like maybe some people kind of laying back. I'm going to call this a racing incident, but just a warning to the field to not lay back and restart, please.
So some restart issues for the field, spreading out, laying back a little bit, trying to get runs on the start. Getting admonished for that, saying that was what caused most recent caution. Don't have to mess it up. Don't mess it up, Bill. He can hear us.
Send it into the corner in lap 1. Be a man.
Lap 1. We're on lap 61.
Let's finish it up. I gotta pee.
It's Dustin Eaton in the 3.
No, we're going to have all 3 green white checkers.
Torturing that man. Orangutan race team number 3 saying he's got to pee. Could be a long.
Well, if half the field
12 or
wants to
15
go and
laps.
use the bathroom now, I don't mind.
Clapper Newell trying to get track position by sending
I've
everyone to
had
the
my wife
bathroom.
drive my car into caution so I could pee before. She did pretty good. Didn't hit anybody.
Check in on Ethan. He's back at 25th.
Not the only requirement.
Clapper 28th. Broadcaster car is
That's what
not doing so
Gatorade
great.
bottles are for, or empty large McDonald's cups.
Yeah, keep those with you.
I'm
when
gonna
you're
say that's
servicing.
real love right there, and get the wife to run pace for you so you can run to the restroom.
13, are you outside?
Oh yeah, dude. She watches the kids, make sure I'm fed while I'm racing. She loves me. I treat her right.
Way too specific, right, McKenna? Way too specific.
Oh, you're happy. Good for you.
I'll make you happy, Bill.
Oh, why?
Oh, baby.
Bill Rivard and Tyler Lane going to get us restarted here. Bill gets on the accelerator. That black number 10 jumps out to a quick lead. Lanen
Let's just say
has a
these
97
blood
Painter
nuts ain't the
behind
only
him.
thing
Lanen
we'll be
drops down
tugging
to
on
the
after the
clear
race,
inside lane. Oh, it's contact between Dean and Painter. 69 and 97 cars. Keep it going straight. Dean down to the inside of Painter. Trying to get his Perrier car up into the 3rd spot, but he's going to lose the momentum coming off the corner. Painter's going to keep it wound up, take the top side. Hayden Lowell's going to try to take 4th away. And easily does so. Hayden Lowell up to the 4th spot. Bill Rivard out front.
Cleared for excessive speeding when I drove through the road while I was on the apron after the last caution.
What? That was a lot of words. Rivard, Lane, and Painter, and Lowell, your top 4. Dean, Dreiling, side by side for the 5th spot.
73, I was getting tight.
Someone
trying
blinked.
to
That's the
avoid you.
53 of Griffin Jones blinking in and out. Dreiling to the inside of Dean.
So good.
Can Dreiling clear him before the corner exit? He will do so.
I
Now
was, like,
Richter.
hitting the brakes and everything, trying to avoid you.
Richter in the 82. Alongside Kyle Dean in the 69. Richter now working on Dreiling. Richter coming to the front. The 82 Red Bull car has to lift as he drifts out of turn number 4. You see Dalton Hayes, Griffin Jones, and Dustin Eaton rounding out the top 10, and quite a gap back to Montrose. The forward bike cars have worked their way up to 16th and 17th, and this is 2 to go. Not looking good for the forward bike strategy. Bill Rivard says he is short on fuel, but he is a lap and a half away from the checkered flag. We will see how this unfolds. Said he's going to drive it till it runs out. And the caution is out as he was about to get the white flag.
Rip Bill. 53, you're still bouncing, man.
Rivard was coming to get the white
I think you got a
flag.
switch on there, because every time I get a run on you, you start bouncing and scare me.
I almost mentioned it under caution. It was pretty bad.
Tyler Lanin, Jack Painter, Hayden Lull up to 4th.
Hold
Dylan
on,
Dryling 5th.
Correct, I'm gonna try opening my door and see if that'll help her.
Dalton Hayes, Kyle Dean, Jay Richter,
It
Griffin
looks completely
Jones,
fine on my
Dustin
end,
Eaton,
so
who's
I
got to
don't
pee.
know, I'm sorry.
Ian Montrose,
Yeah,
Cody
you're
Cleaver,
still bouncing. I mean, not right this second,
Jonathan
but
Ledger.
like 2-3 times around there.
then Blake Roebuck, first one of the forward bike cars.
Yeah, problem is every
14th.
time I get a run, I'm nervous because I have to back off in case.
JR Deal 15th, Daniel Llewellyn 16th
Hey,
there,
Dustin,
Dominic
how's
Lee
your ladder?
17th. Corey
I don't
Lavallo
want to talk
18th.
about it, man. That's why I'm in a hurry making my way to the front. I'm gonna win it because I got to pee. Keep talking about it.
That's funny.
Running water. Half
Oh
water.
no.
Half water.
I mean, you got to start singing "Don't Go
Water.
Chasing Waterfalls," right? Some
Niagara
TLC.
Falls, Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean.
Don't go chasing
Water on
waterfalls. That's what you need.
Can you make it?
Bill stays out.
No.
Says he can't make it on fuel.
What? Man. Do you think he would have stayed out if he could make it?
He did say he was going to
Bill,
drive
how
until it
much
runs
left in
out.
the tank?
Why do you need to know?
Because I need to know if I can follow you through the corner or not.
That's a good point.
Test it out. Be brave.
Hmm.
Evolve.
Bill basically saying
Don't
wreck
push
me.
him. Be a friend.
In the event that he runs out on the restart and we have to pass below on the bottom to avoid a wreck, do we get our black spirit?
Nope.
Just racing, bud.
Mike Edwards getting a lap back there.
Just generally, yes, if it's to avoid a wreck. If you pass on the left, though, before the start finish and you get black flagged, it doesn't get clear, unless it's to avoid the wreck.
I went in that the hard way earlier.
Jeremy, I might have driven down on you. I'm sorry.
Check out the guys fighting a little
We
further
need
back.
you to keep that UPS behind me there, Ian. After it goes green, of course.
Is there a choose zone in place so I can choose the opposite lane of Bill?
I believe after Mike's wreck and the speed this 14 car has, he's back on a lead lap. He's still 32nd. Large field here tonight.
Get back down.
But he is back on a lead lap. So if something is to happen ahead of him and he's able to avoid it, he can move back up and have a good finish. Mike, I believe, 2-time winner in the draft ARCA series. As far as championships, getting set for the restart. Lights out on the pace car.
After watching the replay several times, could not tell if the 21 came up or the 91 came down. It was very close, so no penalty will be given. Racing incident.
Okay, can we please end the race on this green-white checker? It'll be 69 laps, and that would be very nice.
That would be nice.
And I gotta pee.
53, you're bouncing again.
Griffin Jones
59.
having a lot of
59.
connectivity issues, but riding 9th right now.
But look, if we get another caution and it's still bad, I'll leave. But let's just run this one out because everything looks completely fine on my end.
I don't want him. I want the 3 to piss himself.
Well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it and send pictures.
God. Help. Help us all.
No shame in that game.
I don't know what you're doing.
It's a little cold in here. It might warm me up a bit for a second.
Oh my God. Help. What is happening?
Still blinking 53.
Let's get this thing over with.
If it
Bill
if it's
Rivard.
green-white checkered, I'll back out. But for this
Tyler
one,
Lanin.
You could cross the yellow, but okay, cool.
Wow. Here we go. Green white checker attempt. Numero dos. Rivard into 10. jumps out to the quick lead. Lanen, Painter, Lowell, Dreiling, top 5.
Yeah, 53, you're rough, buddy. So I'm so sorry to tell you that.
And caution's out. What happened this time?
I'll pull on.
A 13 around. Oh no.
Ethan, I didn't mean to punch you. I got hit from behind.
Jack, do you want third?
Jack, do you want third?
Still flickering 53.
Man, it's too far back for us to see.
I'm pulling off. I already got.
Can we look at the restart? Because it seems like the leaders are going and then stopping again.
It's definitely not what happened. It's people between the leaders that are
Yes,
trying to
that
jump
is
the
what
start
happened.
and then getting it wrong.
And I got a black flag.
No, the front row was totally clean.
Yeah, it's definitely not the leaders. It's people
I
in
can tell
mid-pack.
you the 4th row was clean.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Bill's all over the place. Definitely. I just don't want him to get a penalty at all. You know.
That was a clean restart up front here.
Yeah, I was completely fine.
It's people in mid-pack that are going too soon and then checking up because they catch the car in front of them that's causing it.
Passing on the inside to avoid the caution.
Happens every time when it's a big field. Just got to be aware of that.
What we should do is end the race quickly, though, for the environment.
Well, Bill's going to lead lap 69.
Bill, as much as I'm complaining, this is just awesome. I don't know how you're doing this.
47, you watching that stream again?
Maybe. Sorry.
Put the phone down, Dalton. Pay attention.
Man, I got it all up on a whole
Boom.
completely different monitor, boys. We don't need this phone.
Dalton knows how to do it.
I just pulled it up in a small window on my screen.
Beautiful. Everyone's got their strategy.
You ain't rocking multiple monitors, man. You're doing it wrong. Come on, man.
I know everyone says I need triples, and they're right. I just don't use them for iRacing. I use one for iRacing, one for the
Lucky dog outside.
OBS stuff, and one for Discord. You know, keep them all spread out. Multitasking.
That lucky dog.
If I use triples for
Get
iRacing,
that
I'd need
dog
2
in.
more monitors to do everything I do.
The dog's lucky.
There's a reason why I broadcast and don't race.
Lucky dog outside.
Because I never know when a car's beside me.
Again, Ethan, sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. I got punted in the back of you.
Nah, it's all good. The checkup is huge at the beginning.
Swiss, that's not an excuse, man. I just use one. I don't have any peripherals. Just got the one and the one on top.
Hey, you listen here. I get to tell the story.
You're
I'm
gonna
the
need
broadcaster.
a truck driver's fish jug before this race is over with.
Just a question. On the third green-white checkered, because I just feel like we're gonna get one. If there's a wreck, is there a caution or is there a point in a return?
They're thrown by iRacing.
If it comes out of caution before we hit the white flag, then they'll go caution and then we'll finish under pacing.
Oh, okay.
Once the white flag comes out, then it won't waive caution.
Correct.
Yeah. All right. I just know a few leagues have different rules. I was kind of hoping there'd be fun in the return.
We're not that league.
Hey, Blake, you got an oil leak there, man. You might want to go get that.
You
checked
can't have
out.
iRacing throw cautions and have that. That's why it's not like that. Our league, we let both iRacing and race control throw the yellows.
Yeah, Tyler, unfortunately, since they have iRacing cautions on, there's no way to like turn that off in the middle of session. So if it throws it, it throws it. Yeah. Please no wreck.
Please stop wrecking.
You must be new here.
Spread out.
Bill, how's your fuel tank?
We're asking Bill about the fuel again.
Bill pitted 5 laps before me. I have 2 gallons left.
It's 4 laps, but okay.
Those are amateur numbers.
After review, the insert was an accordion from, looks like the inside line. There was a slowdown, and just kind of watch, keep a consistent speed if you can, front row.
Front row did fine.
No penalty.
What in front row's issue? We were watching the front row. We're all over that. Pace car is off. Here we go. Rivard gets us going in the number 10. You have Lanin and Lowell side by side for second. Lowell trying to push through here. Got his Napa Ford tucked in behind Bill Rivard. Wheel to wheel with Lanin entering turn 1. Drifts up the track a little bit. Lowell still side by side for the second spot. Battle is on. Lanin gets right to the back of the 10 of Bill Rivard. He's going to try to shoot to the inside, but Lowell's down there. And the caution waves once again.
Whoever just did that, I'm peeing on your seat after the race.
Guy just drives in his rearview mirror.
Someone complaining about blocking. That is Ian Montrose. Montrose is torn up and in the grass. Fortunately, it looks like we won't be able to see what happens here. Yeah. See him going through the infield. Oh, there we go. It's the 98 of Dominic Lee in front of him. He's to the outside of him.
Hey,
Interesting.
I'm back.
Let's go fire chase and watch that again.
If you're gonna be slow, I hope iRacing gives me a spot.
You heard the 4 car say that the guy just drives in his mirror. Talk about the 98 of Lee in front of him. Montrose peeks to the outside. Lee does drift up a little, but not a lot. Not excessively, I don't think. He definitely goes up, though. Lee went down there, then comes back up. He does follow Montrose, so he's not wrong about the blocking. And Montrose does not lift and sends him on a ride. Who makes the schedule for this league? I can't make the start time. Let's move it to Thursday. Just get out of the ARCA car and drive the truck then. Oh, here we go. They're making contact going into pit road. The 4 and 98. Clearly some bad blood between the two. We got beef. Ford's left front torn up as he limps down.
I'm genuinely amazed that y'all are still on track. Like, I have no idea how you've been making them this far. I'm having to clutch now.
Yeah, no, we just burnt 0.5 on that. There's no way he's gonna make it.
Hayden has a league on Thursday. Yeah, so do we. We have a league every night.
I pitted on 42 and I'm worried now.
Sheesh. Montrose down and away. Lee down and away in the 98.
I mean, I'm shutting the car off.
Bill Rivard's still trying to lead. Even Fridays now.
Bill, if
every
you do
night.
this, you're God or something. I don't know. Some sorcery, I'm telling you.
He was so close to the white flag,
only way
too.
he's going to be able to do it is if there's another caution here.
There's no more cautions?
Yeah, if he gets another caution, that'd probably
How
help
many
him.
gallons do we go through per green flag lap?
0.5.
Yeah, 1.5.
Why do I have a meatball with the optional potatoes?
Good question.
Broken toe link.
Oh, God.
Lights
are on a pace car.
39 needs a black flag, or EOL. He's riding around with no tire.
Interesting.
Tires are optional, Clapper, didn't you know?
So Bill Rivard obviously shutting the car off
Bill,
here,
can you
dropping back a
please run
little
out of
bit.
fuel? I mean, one part of me is cheering for you, but the other
This is the last one. This is the last attempt. Next flag ends it once the green comes out.
Yeah, at this point, I'm a Bill fan. I want this to happen.
I mean, I want it to hapen, but I also want to
Rivard
win.
4 laps shorter on the fuel
Bill's
than
a
everyone
win.
else.
Don't you ever diss the legend.
Still out front, trying to make the fuel last in the 10.
the incident became a 1 in 98. The 1 did turn down, the 98 did drift up, really unable to determine fault, so no penalty.
Man, that's 100
Well,
when you driving you rearview mirror.
Here we go. Here the Montro's still complaining about the blocking from the 98 of Lee. Vard gets us restarted. I'm amazed he has enough fuel to drive away from the restart zone. Told us he's not going to make it on fuel, but so far, still making it on fuel. He did not get away this time, though.
I need a clear for passing for the guy.
Lanin all over the back bumper of Bill Rivard for the race lead. Lanin peeks at the inside. Hayden Lowell trying to make it 3 wide for the lead as the 64 shoots off and into the infield. I said 64. That was 54. Kincaid. 64 is in the battle. 3 wide for the race lead. Gets up and into Bill Rivard in the slightest. Here comes the 97 of Painter. Rivard looks to be out of gas in the 10. Rivard drifting back on the high side. Here comes everyone to the low side. Hayden Lowell now the race leader. Jack Painter. We are 4 wide for the race lead as they come across the stripe. Lanin, Lowell, Painter, Richter in the 82. 83 of Dreiling. Hayden Lowell in the 67 puts the pedal down. Jack Painter trying to stay alongside on the backstretch. Lowell leads, trying to hold off Jack Painter. Painter gets to the outside. Lowell drops down to the inside. Lowell is out of gas. Jack Painter takes the race lead. Richter second. Lanin. Blake Roebuck up the 4th. Painter in the 97 comes off turn number 4 in his Toyota Camry. He's going to get the victory in the 97. What a chaotic end. Painter, Richter, Lanin, Roebuck, and Relling, your top 5. Holy cow.
I had 0.3 left. Oh, man.
What an awesome finish that was. Jack Painter in the 97 gets the win as multiple drivers running out at the end, including Hayden Lowell and the 10 of Bill Rivard. Rivard so close to the win there. Oh my gosh, 42. Cars coming in, can't see where they're going, piling up and into everyone. Don't think this is any animosity, just trying to push a car and running out, that sort of thing.
What are you doing? Thanks, 25.
Is Painter out too?
I was going to push you, Bill.
I think Painter's out and Lanin's pushing.
Look at the, well, I can't catch a break in any car in this league.
The checkered there.
Pain, yeah. Hayden, that was rough.
You'll get there, Mark. I know you will. You did good last season in street stock, so.
That's Kincaid. He got wrecked right there at the end. Saw him shoot to the infield. So glad we got to finish that one under green, though. That was crazy awesome.
Don't push me, please.
Sweet fucking relief.
He's out there a solid minute just staring at the screen. Oof. Poor Hayden. We're going to watch the 97 try to celebrate with no fuel. Should be entertaining.
Near the pit stop.
I think he's just going to drive it into the checkered area and park it. There you go. Wow, what a finish. All right. I need to go back to broadcast booth. That way people can get in waiting room. We need Lanin, Richter, and Painter to the broadcast booth. Please and thank you. Well, to the waiting room. I'll pull you up to broadcast. If we could get those folks up to the top. Lanin.
Is there a rule against changing lanes before they start finish?
Oh god, why do we have to nitpick everything on stream? Do this in private.
Woo!
Bill, have you finished yet?
No.
Almost there. They're going to push him. I think that's Margison going to give Bill the push to the start-finish line.
Give me what lap, Jeremy?
Multiple people did it during the race.
Lanin still not in the waiting room. We'll bring in Jay Richter. Jay, DG, you got a copy?
Only for you, buddy.
One lap.
Jay, DG, you got a copy? We'll get him here eventually.
Half a lap short.
I don't hear you in Discord.
Yeah.
You good now, Bill?
Yeah, I'm good.
How about now?
Thank you.
Now I hear you.
Damn
Hey,
for
Michael,
well, that was a
last
insane finish to that
green
race.
white
Tell me what was
checker,
going through your mind there. As cars were running
Eagle
out of gas and you were making
2 Super
your way to the
jumped the
front.
start, past
Oh
13th
man,
lane.
that was well. First, Hayden and Leighton
It
about
happened
wrecked each
throughout the
other going
race.
down the backstretch, and I was just watching them, hoping they didn't take out Jack and I.
It is
Went
a
to the high
rule.
side just
I
to
got caught with it
have a
last
different
year,
lane,
so.
or I slid up to the high side, and
Okay, well
then Bill just
please review
stops in
every
front of Leighton
restart
and
and
I,
watch for every
and
time
have
someone
to
changes lanes.
take evasive actions. Then
'Cause if you're
that run
not
down
gonna
the
call it
front
for
stretch,
everyone,
coming to the white, was
then you shouldn't call it for the
insane.
last one.
That
I'm
was
sure that was great to watch.
so much fun to watch. You guys did an amazing job putting on a good show up there at the front. I'm so glad we made it to the end under green. That was wild to watch.
Yeah, that
Congrats
was
on
one of
your
the
P2 finish. That was awesome.
that was
You know,
one
it's
of
sad
the
when you have to gain spots.
most fun finishes
like
I've
that.
had. Even the Bristol Legends race that I won last season was that was fun. But this one, even without winning, was incredible. Uh, yeah, I'm kind of speechless, which is weird considering I finished second. But that was just a really fun race. I'm just looking at the replay. I just noticed Roebuck was right behind us.
Yep, right there. And he was
That's
like
terrifying.
19th on the restart. Like he was coming. Yeah, he was putting on a show. We got any friends, family, sponsor shout outs to give out to us tonight?
Yeah, my roommates were putting up with me racing. Family, school. I don't know. School is stressful right now. My roommate came in during that last caution. My next door roommate, and he heard my pedals squeaking, and he got very confused.
It sounded like a mouse or something.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That's what I asked him. I was like, "Do you think there's a mouse or something?"
Good stuff.
That was fun.
Congrats on your P2
Thank you.
finish.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for broadcasting this and hosting these leagues.
Absolutely. Glad you guys have fun, and we'll catch you in the next one, bud.
Yep.
That is Jay Richter in the 82 Red Bull machine coming home in second spot tonight. We just got Tyler Lanin into our broadcast booth, so we'll go ahead and pull up Tyler. Tyler, DG, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Well, that was a hellacious into that one. Tell me what was going through your mind as you were working your way towards the front there.
Someone at the end yelled caution, so at the last minute entering 3, I just sent it in as hard as I could, and then there wasn't a caution.
Oh my.
So that was frustrating. But yeah, then once that happened, then I got arced out of the corner in 1 and 2, so I just kind of lost it there. And then the guy who arced me out ran out of fuel, which sucks. It's like I would have rather seen him win than run out of fuel.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
It's like there's no point to it, but you know, I shouldn't have just thrown it in. I should have just raced the race and not listened to what other people say. And I guess that's whatever. I don't even know if this is where I'm gonna finish because apparently we're reviewing the last restart on changing lanes, even though it happened throughout the race.
well, don't worry about it until it actually
Yeah.
changes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For now, we're going to say you got a third place finish.
I hope I did. But, you know. Yeah, I know because if it's a rule, I know I broke it, but I mean, I saw people do it throughout the race and it didn't get called. So I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping that it's a consistency one, not a just on the last restart because I'm like, I really want a third.
Yep, 10-4, and that'll help your season a long way, especially with such a big car field this season. It's pretty incredible how many people are coming out to these things. But,
Yeah, it's last season whenever I was running, it was like 20 cars, and it's like this year we're getting full fields, and at Daytona we had to send some people home, which was crazy to me.
Absolutely nuts, but it's a fun problem to have. Hopefully you're out there enjoying yourself. A strong run for the 64 tonight. You got any friends, family, or sponsors to give shout outs to tonight?
Dylan Dreiling, he helps me out every week. I got him to come into the series, and he's actually sticking with it, so I'm happy about that. Then Loveland Ford Lincoln, it's Dylan's sponsor, and then the Brian Hicks driving experience. That's about it.
Sam Ford, we appreciate you, and thanks so much for coming out and race with us. Appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good night.
You too. Tyler Lane getting the second place tonight. We'll go ahead and bring in race winner. It's going to be Jack Painter. Bring him on up here. Jack, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Did you have any idea how that was going to unfold as you were coming to the green flag for the final restart?
Absolutely not, because we all knew Bill was short, and I started clutching under that last yellow because I knew I was going to be short. So, like, when I had no idea what was going to happen there, I saw them go 3 wide into 3 coming to the white flag. They were like yelling a wreck behind us. We thought we thought they were wrecking, but that's why they were going so hard. I was like, oh, this is my shot here. They're all 3 wide. So I just tried to hook it to the bottom, didn't get the run I got, and then Bill ran out there, and then we were 3 wide at the line. I was in the worst spot there at the very bottom going into 1. I don't know what happened there with Lannon there in 1 and 2, but then I was gonna try to get Lowell there in the quarter, but he just ran out on the backstretch there, and then I was 0.1 gallon at the line, like 100 yards after the finish. I ran out. So
That's crazy.
that was wild. One of the more interesting and wild finishes I've been a part of. This was super fun. I was not expecting to have to turn to fuel strategy for this race, but it happened, and that was super fun.
That was pretty crazy. Insane to call from the booth. You didn't know what was going to happen, and man, oh man! And there was a wreck actually. There's the Kincaid car got shot down to the inside, but it was off the track, so the caution didn't come out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was one car spin to the inside. So yeah, the wreck did happen. So they're not wrong about that. It wasn't like somebody was just messing with everybody.
Right.
But man, oh man, what a crazy finish! You got any friends, family, sponsor shout outs to give out to us tonight?
First off, Griffin Jones, teammate. He was running really well all night, but had some internet issues. Wish he could have gotten a top 10, maybe even a top 5 there at the end. But um, hopefully he can get that sorted out there going forward. But he had a good run. First four racing, everybody associated with that. And my sponsors, Slipstream Signs, Islands, Fresh Mex, UNCW, Apex Action Photography, 73 Creative. Yeah, all those guys I usually shout out.
I told you about me being a VCU grad, right? Like I used to go to UNCW games all the time.
Okay.
I would go down to Trask and watch basketball about 2 times a year. It was always fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right. Great job there. Excellent win. Appreciate you racing with us. Thank you so much. And yeah, come on back and defend your win next week. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Jack Painter getting the win tonight in the 97. Appreciate him coming out and racing with us. What a crazy finish. Chat, I can't believe what we just saw. That was nuts. JR with the oops. What's we ooping about? Let's go ahead and bring in Bill. He's hanging out. Bill, DG, you got a copy?
Hi, DG.
I think if you had told me about it, you wouldn't have run out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, I definitely would have run out.
I mean, you were, what, 10 feet from the white flag when you had the first green-white checker come out? You were so close.
Yeah. It was... I was close, man.
So close.
I was praying, but...
Then people had to
file a protest. There was a caution behind that no one talked about, so...
You mean the one where the 54 went flying off the track?
Yep, that's caution. We had a single car spin caution earlier in the night. Why isn't that one?
Most of them were 2, weren't they?
There was one, but I really don't care. That was awesome. I was trying.
The finish was nuts. Well, you knew it was a long shot. You told me long before you were going to run out, and you were
wrong.
You were not wrong at
all. Yeah. I would have been fine if it wasn't for the last green white, but what it is. It was a lot of fun tonight.
What was the emotions like when your car... First of all, when the yellow came out, that last green white checker came out, what was the emotions like?
Tears.
Ugh.
Straight tears. I was like, no.
Now, question: Do you cry Mountain Dew, or do you cry Dr. Pepper, or do you cry Propel?
I cry salty tears of sadness that are pure water.
Well, that's more like Propel if it's salty.
Yes. But yeah, it was a fun night, regardless of the finish.
Yes, sir. You put on a heck of a show, and I just saw you down in the waiting room. Figured I'd come grab a little chat and see what those emotions were like when you ran out of gas. That'd be heartbreaking.
Oh, it was devastating. But on the next week, do it again.
10-4. We'll catch you in the next race. Appreciate you for racing with us, bud.
All right. Thanks, bud. Thanks for hosting.
Bill Rivard winding up 21st tonight after running out of gas, leading the race. Tough break for Bill. Let's go look at our final results. If we can get them to show up. Sometimes they be funky. Looks like they're working a little better tonight. We got Jack Painter, Jay Richter, Tyler Lane, and Blake Roebuck, Alex Relling your top 5. Cleaver, Eaton, who really had to pee, finishes 7th. Dylan Dreiling in the 8th spot, JR Deal 9th. Love when the 9 car finishes 9th. And Ethan Evers somehow gets a top 10 at the end of that thing. Sneaks into the top 10 at the end. Jump to page numero dos, if it'll let us. Aha, it goes. Adam Thompson, Zach Martinson, Trega Boy, Ryan Brennan. I almost said Ryan Newman. Just saw those letters kind of fuzzied on me. Ryan Brennan, Daniel Llewellyn, Griffin Jones, Jay Schaefer. You have Jeremy Clapper Newell, Corey Lavallo, and Seth Fordham, your top 20. 21 through 30. Hayden Law, Ian Montrose, Kyle Foster Moore, Kelly Hyatt, Jonathan Ledger, EJ Johnson, Mike Edwards, Dalton Hayes, Dominic Lee, and Kyle Dean. Final page does not like showing up. Don't know why it does that, but we'll tell you the rest of the finishers. We have Andrew Hayes, Afton Sloan, Trenton Sneed, Jason Palmer, Chris Alkire, Grant Thompson, Jacob Savadon, and Adam Crozier, your final finishers in the race tonight. Hopefully you guys had as much fun watching it as we had broadcasting it. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thanks to the guys over at In the Draft. In the Draft is a podcast coming up soon. Let's go ahead and grab you details for that. The Twitter handle is @InTheDraft22. It will start airing September 16th on Google and Apple Podcasts. The hosts, Matthew Minnick, who drives the 20 in the series, and Seth Fordham, who drives the 13. The topics will be centered around NASCAR Cup, Xfinity, and Truck Series racing and the iRacing scene. They'll include interviews from drivers and others from the top 3 series of NASCAR and drivers, league, and team owners within the world of iRacing. They'll be having giveaways, contests, and other surprises, as well as a NASCAR Fantasy League for 2023. So a lot of exciting things going on over at the In the Draft podcast. Go ahead, give them a follow on Twitter so you can keep up with everything they have going. They help put on this series for us tonight, so we appreciate them. We have to say this has been iRacing.com. You can head on over there, get a subscription, pick up these cars and this track, and come race with us. Head to dgsracing.com. There you can click on the big red snake and you can join any one of our 9 series we run every single night. We have ARCA Monday. Tuesday we have doubleheader with the sprint cars and the Xfinity series. Wednesday we run the Cup series. Thursday we have, drawing a blank here, the super late models and the truck series. Friday we have our brand new 1987 series. Then on Saturday we have our legends, and Sunday the street stocks. All series are available for all people. Come on out and race with us. We'd love to have you. We're going to go ahead and pull up our finale here. Gets over to our partners page so we can give a shout out to all of our wonderful partners here. Burnish Shield, Elite Performances, I'm just all messed up. Fort Worth Screen Printing, Golden Eagle, Syrups, Napa Auto Parts, In the Draft Series, Sim Wrap Market, and Stack Up. We appreciate all of our partners for being a part of our family and community. We appreciate everything that it takes from them to help us put on this show for you. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you in the next race.